Okay, so which of the following molecular mechanisms is most likely affected by this gene mutation? Oops. Okay. Pregnant woman undergoes an ultrasound at 20 weeks gestation, which reveals that her fetus has shortened upper limb missing radius. The obstetrician explains that this abnormality may be caused by a mutation in a specific type of gene that plays a crucial role in the development. The molecular mechanism of that. Okay. Small little factoid. Again, I think it's the FGF related thing that I was talking about in the last one, but if it's not developing this, I don't think it's RNA splicing, protein degradation, or translation initiation. I feel like usually when it's related to this stuff, it's usually transcription factor binding, maybe.
Final answer. That's what we're going with, yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Fine.
Yeah, good. So this is kind of the things that I'm thinking about is fetus with shortened limbs, radius, suggestive of limb development complex, usually varies signals. So like you think of like Hox genes and things like that can also, if you just keep that in the back of your mind too, right? Those kind of genes. The FGF stuff is more is that achondroplasia? I can't remember. That could be achondroplasia. But yeah, so like Hox genes, things like that, those are all transcription factors. Protein degradation, that's like very, very specific, so very unlikely. DNA replication, you're going to get way worse things, right? Genetic mutations, RNA splicing, right? Usually for gene expression, not for limb development. And then translation and inhibition, that's first step in protein synthesis, right? Crucial step for gene expression, but not specifically related to limb development. So like when you're talking about like limb stuff, Hox gene, things like that, or hedgehog, this, what is it? SHH, Sonic the Hedgehog, right? That one is transcription usually.
Yeah. What did scroll down for a second? Did this for DNA replication? Let me just see what it said. Duplicating. I know what the process is, but I was seeing errors and
Genetic mutations. So it's going to be like syndromes, big, like very, very bad things. And a lot of things too, when you have like DNA replication issues early on in the pregnancy kind of ordeal, do you think that it's going to be, how do I say this? What do you think happens to those fetuses that have like really, really bad, like either DNA issues or, wide diffuse protein issues? What do you think happens to those?
I think it's a spontaneous abortion or like a miscarriage.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, exactly. You'll either get like a miscarriage or so, right? Because those fetuses might not be viable for life. So
right. I think an example they gave is like trisomy 16 or something like that. Like, yeah, the very bad defects essentially. Yeah.
yeah, so those are those you would evaluate more for like like karyotyping, like a lot of the reasons why we don't have those quote unquote chromosome um diseases named is because they're not viable for life. You know what I'm trying to say? So we only have names for like, for instance, trisomy 21. Those kids are still born and they can still live life, even though they have, some issues with them. But like, for instance, like, the random ones of like a monosomy 12 or something, it's incompatible of life, which is why you don't have a name for it, like a
Yeah.
syndrome.